What's up, Minecraftians? Matt here, aka RevDog, or Reverend Dogma, or Rev Dogma. A bunch of people call me something different. Everybody has different interpretation of my alias. Anyway, this is my first real YouTube video, and not that that's really important, but also my first major redstone build in Minecraft. To veterans, this is probably a joke. But for a first build, first serious build, I think it's fairly impressive. I did a pretty good job, I think, but then again, my opinion is clearly biased. It's a hidden entrance. Well, not so much hidden. I guess it is hidden, but it's cool just because it pops out of the building. Here, I'll show you before we go any further into my ramblings. So as you can see, when you actuate it, stairs pop out, glass opens, you can walk in. I got a nice XOR gate on this thing, so you got multiple switches. This obviously isn't like a PvP type fort, although if you know a lot about logic gates, you could probably turn it into one with like a T flip-flop or something. I don't know exactly how you'd do it, but you can make it so that you could only actuate it on the inside and then lock it from the inside so the outside doesn't work anymore. So anyway, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I have a cube made of 4 pistons. The top row, the first piston actuates. The second one does not actuate. They're all sticky pistons. It won't work otherwise. The bottom row is 2 fully actuated pistons. Now there's a trick involved to get this thing to close right and to grab the steps and pull them in. And I'll show you that right over here. I got a little demonstration set up here. So it's a repeater trick. Any redstone vet will grasp this pretty quickly and probably already figured out a problem to this solution. So powering is easy. Any stupid, simple redstone wiring will pretty much pop your pistons open. And then closing them, you can kind of see what it's doing there. I'll explain it here. When you have them open, to close it, first this piston has to shut off, which is why it doesn't have a repeater, and it'll pull the stair into place. After that, you cannot pull an actuated piston with another piston. It just does not work. So then this one is second to close after that one's already closed, and then it pulls it in. Now, for some reason, you cannot pull a piston with something stuck to it with another piston. That doesn't work either. So then, after all isn't done, so the pistons are in place, this piston is in this position and reactuates and finishes grabbing the stair and pulls it back into place. So, as you can kind of see, that's what it does, and that's kind of the easiest way to set it up, at least the way I figured it out. There's probably a different way you could do it. Like, I could probably do it that way, but then it's not as compact because the wiring gets all jacked up when it connects. I don't think this is gonna work. Oh my god, it does work. Alright, well, you don't need you don't need 2 repeaters, but that's how I originally discovered this solution, so that's how I'm doing it in my wiring. So I'll show you how the wiring is all set up. Go to wiring closet A, my anal retentive tendencies and my organizational habits. As you can see, the up and down pistons for the glass are on an inverter. That's the point of the redstone. The same input, or the same power input rather, is run up to the second ones, so you only need 1 inverter per side, which makes life a lot easier. You could probably set it up so they all run off the same thing, but the 2 redstone torches make it so I don't need repeaters, which is whatever. Probably it takes up more resources to make a repeater than a redstone. That was my logic behind that. You can see same thing over here. This right here is just the switch for the inside running up into the closet. I'll show you the main mess of garbage that the main wiring is. I don't know if I said this, but to any redstone vet, this is probably pretty simple child's play, but to a first-time builder, this took me a minute to figure out. Here's your XOR gate, which just allows you to have two switches that operate the same thing in different locations. I'm not going to explain the truth table or how to build this. If you need help with that, there's plenty of tutorials out there on YouTube, and don't forget the Minecraft wiki has plenty of information on it, although I find it difficult to read. I don't like their schematics. They're tough to understand, at least for me. Some people probably don't have a problem with them, but I do. Okay, so as you can see, there's your basic wiring I showed you on outside on the bottom piston row. The top piston, like I said, the second one doesn't need to actuate. Um, so you can, I don't really know why I have two repeaters there. But on the top row, you can get rid of the repeater on the first piston, and you can get rid of the third row wiring. Everything else you see is either the inputs for the XOR gate or power running up to the closets for the vertical pistons. That's really it. Once you figure out like your level of organization and everything, it gets kind of simple, but there's I don't know. It looks like a mess. And unless you really know what you're looking at, it's pretty pointless to show you this. This will just scare you away more probably than it will inspire you to build it. But wow, I need to put a step there or something and move that redstone. Anyway, that's my build. I'll show you it open and close one more time. I thank you for watching. Hopefully this isn't too amateur, that I'm helping somebody figure this out there. I love the way the stairs close. So yeah, that's my build, and you're welcome to imitate it. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please post them in the comments section, and I will try to get to them. I can't make any promises, but yeah, that's my video. Hope you enjoyed.